Alright, hello and welcome to another playthrough of Arkham Horror, the card game. We are doing Dunwich Legacy. We have already finished The House Always Wins and extracurricular activity out of the expansion box. Now we are doing the Miskatonic Museum, the first Mythos pack of this cycle, but we do have to do the interlude, which was after the scenario we did last week, but I just didn't do it. And it says, Interlude, Armitage's Fate. Check campaign log. Investigators were unconscious for several hours, blah blah blah. Otherwise, skip to...
I don't think we were unconscious for several hours.
Nope. Armitage's Fate. When you arrive at Dr. Armitage's home in Southside, you find him sitting at his desk, pale-faced and sweating with worry. He is grateful to you for searching for his colleagues, but he doesn't look relieved. With a long pause, he straightens his glass and explains, I'm afraid I must apologize. There's something I didn't mention to you earlier. Dr. Armitage then spins a tale you would scarcely believe had it not been for your harrowing experiences early that night. So what he's doing now, he's telling us about what him and his colleagues did at the original Dunwich horror. In your campaign log, record the investigators rescued Dr. Henry Armitage. Any one investigator may choose to add Dr. Henry Armitage to his or her deck. This card does not count toward that investigator's deck size. It can be found in the Armitage's Fate encounter set indicated by the symbol. The story continues in Scenario 2, the Miskatonic Museum, which we're about to do. So I already added him into my deck. I got Dr. Henry Armitage in here, and we have to add that Dr. Henry Armitage was rescued, right? Is that what it said? The investigators, okay. So let me just write that in, people.
Okay.
Rescued. Dr. Henry. I don't remember his last name. We know what it means.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was all the stuff from the course set or deluxe expansion of Dunwich Legacy, what you want to call it. And just so you know, you can print these out online. It's right on the Fantasy Flight website. This is your campaign log, and then this is a little tracker of all the things you've done. So like we did the prologue. You mark off what scenarios you did. We just did Armitage's Fate, and it just kind of guides you on your little path. So it's pretty cool and necessary. All right, so we've already done our hands. We've already mulliganed and everything like that. Let's go ahead with Scenario 2. Now, we know we played two scenarios before. They're technically 1A and 1B, so they're doing it as one scenario. That's why this says Scenario 2. Several months ago, Armitage and his colleagues stopped a rampaging horror from tearing through Dunwich, a backwater town several hours north and west of Arkham. At first, you imagine this beast as a rabid bear or worse, but the professor's description of the creature paints a different picture. It all began when a man named Wilbur Whately entered the Orne Library looking for Olus Wormus's Latin translation of a book called the Necronomicon. Wilbur already possessed a beaten-up English translation by Dr. John Dee, but it was insufficient for his purposes. Armitage turned the man away, fearing what use the strange man had for the book. Whately returned in secret, hoping to steal the book, but was attacked by a hound guarding the university. Armitage, Rice, and Morgan later discovered Whately's body. A description of the foul corpse, semi-anthropomorphic and covered in fur, with a leathery hide and greenish-gray tentacles. Caused you to question whether or not Watley was truly human. Then it says, check your campaign log. If the investigators rescued Dr. Henry Armitage, skip to part 2. Proceed. Excuse me. My colleagues and I were quick to put the ordeal behind us. Armitage says with a sigh. But it seems that things haven't fully resolved themselves. I'll tell you the rest later, but for now, it is imperative that we get our hands on that copy of the Necronomicon. If my instincts are correct, the assailants you've encountered will be searching for it. After all that transpired, I didn't feel safe keeping it at the library. So I brought it to my good friend, Harold Walstead. He is the current curator of the Miskatonic Museum. I thought it would be safe in the museum's restricted hall, but now I'm not so sure. You must retrieve it at all costs. I feel terribly what they could do with the rights contained in its pages. Proceed to setup. Alright, you got to gather all these sets from the Miskatonic Museum, Bad Luck, Sorcery, The Beyond, Chilling Cold, and Locked Doors, which we already did. You got to pick one of these administrative offices. And I believe you pick one of the security offices at random, which we did. You set the other 2 aside. We've got 6 exhibit hall locations set aside, and you shuffle the one you're looking for in the bottom 3 cards, and you randomly do the top 3 cards. So there's 6 cards total in that deck, and then you put a couple of cards aside.
Yeah.
Several cards.
There are a couple of cards set aside here.
Yeah, Harold Walstead, Adam Lynch, the Necronomicon, and Shadow Spawn. So double check those 4. You got Harold, Adam, Necronomicon, and Shadow Spawn.
What are they?
Harold Walstead,
Yeah.
Adam Lynch,
Yeah.
the Necronomicon,
Yeah.
and Shadow Spawn.
Got it.
Okay. Alright. And there's a thing, special rules, there's a thing called the Void. So we're just going to use this as the Void area, maybe over here somewhere. And you'll see that when it happens.
Yep.
Alright, and right now we will read we're playing on easy mode, remember that. Read the agenda. 1A, restricted access. Dr. Armitage has given the university's Latin translation of the Necronomicon to his associate Harold Walstead, the curator of the Miskatonic University Museum. Worried that someone might still be after the book, you have gone to the museum to recover it. Forced. When Hunting Horror enters play, attach the set-aside copy of Shadow Spawn to it, or add 1 resource to Shadow Spawn if it is already attached. And it's got a threshold of 5 doom. The act, what we're trying to do. Act 1A, finding a way inside. Unfortunately, the entrance to the museum is kept locked at this late hour. A security guard is visible through the building's front windows, oblivious to his surroundings. Perhaps you can find a way to get his attention and convince him to let you in. Okay, we start the museum entrance, which is here. Then you've got the museum halls, security office, administration office.
So we need 2 clues.
2 clues, yep, for the act.
Yeah.
And I will flip this and we'll see where it goes. Museum entrance. The Miskatonic Museum is an opulent and stately building, supported by expeditions funded by the university. Its sizable collection of exotic artifacts, curios, and art has drawn visitors from all over the country. Okay, it's Miskatonic. It's got 3 shroud with 2 clues. Investigators at the museum entrance cannot gain resources. So as long as we're here, we can't gain resources. Has an action, resign. How important can a book really be anyway? The flavor text, as you approach the museum, you draw your coat tighter around your body to keep the wintry air away. The full moon drapes the building in ominous bright moonlight. So it has 2 clues.
Yep. And this says something on it too.
Yeah, that's the museum halls.
Yeah, you cannot. The entrance to the museum halls is locked. You cannot move into the museum halls. Museum entrance gains as an action. Test 5 combat. to attempt to break down the door into the museum. If you are successful, immediately advance to Act 1B.
Do me a favor, push up your card like that.
Shop the card?
Yeah, like do your resource like mine, so they can see the card a little bit.
I'll put the resources under the card.
Okay, that's fine. And just so you know, too, he is still starting with 1 trauma. We spent our experience. I actually bought Scrapper. It's a permanent card, so remember that stays in play and doesn't count towards your deck size. And I can spend a resource to either get +1 combat or +1 agility.
Yeah, I got Streetwise. It's a permanent card. As a fast action, I can spend 2 resources, get +3 lore, or spend 2 resources and get +3 agility.
Yes, we love permanent cards. So we've spent all of our experience.
Yep.
And there's the easy mode set right now. Everything else is set up. Alright, who wants to go first? Thing is, we lose resources here, so we need to find these 2 clues and get out of here.
Break down that door.
Yeah. I like all my stuff here. Shroud of 3. So if one of us can get both those cleared away, both of us can move. We won't have to lose resources. Or maybe only one of us will have to lose resources. I don't know if I can do it twice though. That's the problem.
Yeah. I might be able to, but I would have to spend like 4 resources.
Right. Well, maybe we'll spend a turn here. We'll boost up and get the clues, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what we'll do then. Screw it. Alright, I'm going to play Peter Sylvester. This is the upgraded version. I'll go first, I guess. He is the lead investigator, but...
Yeah.
Alright. That gives me a static, +1 agility, and +1 will.
That's nice.
With a response after your turn ends, heal 1 horror for Peter Sylvester. The broad-shouldered young man exudes a sort of confidence one finds in youth. And he does have 3 horror, he's an ally, and 1 damage. So that's 1. And then I'm going to investigate here. I'm going to investigate using Duke. Basic skill 4 allows me to move, but I can't really move into there.
Yeah, because it's locked.
Yeah. Oh, and I failed.
Ah.
That really bites.
Yep.
So unfortunately, you're gonna have to get the clues.
All right.
But I have a third action. I am going to play a leather coat.
Okay, cool.
Because remember, there's that card in here. We know that takes away assets, so we gotta be cool. All right. Unfortunately, that was a really pretty terrible turn for me.
All right. Yep. But it's my turn now.
Yep.
So. First, I will play a knife for 1. Alright, so I have a knife now. And next, I'll just investigate, I guess. Yeah. And I will use 2 resources on Streetwise to give me +3
So you're at a 6?
lore. Yeah.
Dang, that's good.
Yeah. So that's 6 to a 3. Other thing. -3 if you fail, discard an asset.
Woo! Good thing.
Yeah, I did not fail.
No, so it's that, which is nice.
And for my third action, I guess
Remember, we're not getting any resources, so.
Yeah. I guess I will attempt to get that other clue.
So what are some of the failed things on here?
Yeah.
Ooh, if you feel a cultist, you're going to have to search for the hunting horror, which we do not want to do.
Jeez.
And if you fail the outer thing, you have to discard an asset. You don't want to fail, man.
Yeah, if you fail
When you
with
draw
the
one of
other
those.
thing. Oh, the tablet, -2.
I don't think the tablet's in there, though.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
No. Well, we definitely don't want to get that hunting horror out if we don't have to.
Yeah.
Although, who knows what he is in here.
Wow. Well, I could attempt it again, I guess. I'd be at 6 to a 3.
It'll say you can't gain resources while you're here. It'll say get a resource, but you can't get a resource anyway.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to get the clue.
Alright. That's what it's all about.
Yep. +1.
Okay.
I succeed and get the clue.
Oops, that's new.
So now, spend the clues to advance.
Because unless it says an action, unless there's some kind of a restriction, as soon as you get them, you can spend them.
Yeah. So we'll spend the clues and do this. Gaining entrance. If investigators spent clues to advance, which we did, so, you find the window nearest to the guard and tap it loud enough to get his attention. He gives a startled jump, then shifts open the window. "What do you want?" he asks timidly. You explain the situation to him and tell him he is in grave danger. He warily opens the front door to the museum, shaking his head. "I wasn't even supposed to be here today."
It's a reference from Clerks.
Choose an investigator to take control of the set-aside Adam Lynch asset, reveal the museum halls, and advance to Agenda 2A, Night at the Museum. So, someone can take control of Adam Lynch. He does not take up an ally slot. While you control him, treat the double action ability on the security office as if it were one action ability. And forced when he leaves play, remove him from the game and add one of these tokens to...
Oh, the tablet.
Yeah.
Which we don't want to do.
cast for the remainder of the campaign. So, who wants to take control of him?
Well, what is the test? Is there some kind of a test? Under
we don't
forced?
know.
Oh, that was you had the tab, yeah. You can just take them.
Alright,
Just don't let them die.
yeah.
And, yeah. So you're going to make your way to the security office then, and I'll go check out the administration office, I guess.
Yeah. And then it also...
You could probably even move this little action card off to the side, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just putting the little action cards down here.
So, the card also said to reveal the museum halls. Museum halls is connected to each copy of exhibit halls, and as one action, investigators in the museum halls may spend one clue per investigator as a group, and put the top card of the exhibit deck into play unrevealed.
Okay.
Alright, so...
And this is connected to the entrance. security office, and administration halls, and all the exhibit halls when they come out. Alright,
And we advanced to this agenda.
you want to go ahead and read it?
You can read it.
You want me? Okay, you're coughing. Okay, Act 2A, Breaking and Entering. The Necronomicon is being kept in a restricted hall somewhere in the museum. If an investigator enters the exhibit hall, restricted hall...
We're not doing breaking and entering. We're doing night at the museum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, breaking and entering is the other one.
Yes, we did not break and enter.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Night at the museum, Act 2A. The Necronomicon is being kept in a restricted hall somewhere in the museum. Adam barely knows his way around and gives a startled jump at every creak of the old building. I just started last week, he explains. What sort of trouble did you say was going on? You haven't the heart to give him the full story. If an investigator enters the exhibit hall, restricted hall, advance. Because each exhibit hall is a theme. So we're looking for the restricted hall, which won't be until at least the 4th card. And then we can advance. Alright, that was that.
So now it's time for the enemy phase.
There are no enemies.
Yep, so
Upkeep.
it's the upkeep phase.
Unexhaust things.
Yep.
Normally we can get we draw a card,
Yeah.
and we can normally get a resource, but we don't have no resources.
Oh, hey, it's searching for Izzy. Touch searching for Izzy to the location farthest from you. It's 2
Oh, your
things.
weakness?
Yeah.
Once you go, you're going there,
Yeah.
you might as well do it, since you're going there.
Yep.
And actually, again, it works out. I'd rather have a weakness in the beginning than in the end.
Yeah.
Especially that one that gives you a trauma. And we normally unexhaust our meeples, but we didn't even exhaust them.
Yeah.
Now we add
Alright,
Doom.
now it's the Mythos phase.
Yep, now this is round 2. Add a Doom.
Cursed Lock.
Of course it is.
Might put it into play in your threat area. You get -1 to skill values during skill tests. But if you succeed on a skill test by 1 or more, discard Cursed Lock.
Okay. Wow, this is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, what is that?
Slithering behind you. If Hunting Horror is in play, add 1 Doom to it. If Hunting Horror is not in play, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and the void for Hunting Horror and spawn it at your location engaged with you. Shuffle the encounter deck.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
That's bad.
Yes, it is. Hunting Horror.
And because of that, we now have to add Shadow Spawn to it. So we'll attach Shadow Spawn to it now. Shadow Spawn remains attached to the Hunting Horror if it enters the void. The Hunting Horror gets +1 to fight, health, and evade for each resource on Shadow Spawn. If there are at least 3 resources on Shadow Spawn, Hunting Horror also gains massive.
Okay. Hunting Horror. 2 combat, 3 health, 2 invade. It's a monster and elite other traits. Keyword is Hunter and Retaliate. Force at the start of the enemy phase, reveal a random token from the chaos bag. If the revealed token has a skull, cultist, broken tablet, elder thing, or tentacle symbol, ready Hunting Horror. Force, when Hunting Horror leaves play, place it into the void. In the void. So this is going to be like the void. And this is attached to it.
Yep.
Huh, that pretty much sucks. Well, I got pretty good evade though.
Yeah.
So, you're making your way to the security office.
Yeah.
We could kill this thing, or we can fight it.
We could kill it or fight it. I'd say we should probably
Oh, I mean, we can fight it or evade it.
Yeah.
I think we should evade it.
Yeah.
Because you can go 1, 2, and try to investigate if you're allowed to, and then I can evade and go 1, 2, and then it'll hunt, and then we have to come back here anyway. Maybe we can both come in here the next turn and deal with this thing.
Yeah.
Like fight it. But we need to get those clues to get those exhibit halls out. There's only one enemy in this deck, and of course it's already out first or second turn. So, all right. What do you want to do, buddy?
I'm probably gonna go to the security offices and try to investigate.
Right. So why don't you just go ahead and do that? Because we can't stay here. That's the reason why we're resigning, because we're not getting resources here. So we want to get out.
For my first action, I'm gonna move here, and then for my second action, I'll move here. Security offices. A plaque next to this doorway reads security. The door is ajar, and inside you catch the scent of blood. Alright, security offices. It's got 2 shrouds, 1 clue per investigator. It has 2 actions, but it only costs us 1 action because of Adam. Search the top 6 cards of your deck for a card and add it to your hand. Shuffle the rest back into your deck. Somebody must have left, and it's limit once per turn. And the flavor text says, somebody must have left the security office in a hurry. Blood stains the floor under the desk nearby. Thankfully, there are some useful supplies here you may be able to use.
Nice. Oh, it normally costs us 2 to investigate? Or 2 to get in?
2 actions to search the top 6 cards of your deck for a card and add it to your hand. Then shuffle the rest back into your deck. Limit once per turn.
But Adam Lynch allows you to do that in 1 action.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're not worried about that right now.
So I could do that, or I could investigate. I think I'm going to investigate.
Yeah.
I'm at 2 to a 2.
No, don't you have a 3? Oh, that's right. You got that thing.
Yeah, cursed luck.
Well, hunting horror is already out. I mean, or you can even get yourself a resource.
I think I'll just investigate.
Straight up?
Yeah. -1. I did not succeed. So that's that.
Yeah, you should have got a resource, buddy. Alright. Whatever, it's done. Alright, my turn. I need to attempt to evade that.
Okay.
I'm right now at a 4 to its 2. +1. That's what he needed.
Nice.
So it's evaded here. I'm going to go 2, 3. A sturdy wooden door with a plaque next to it reads Administration. In the hall outside the doorway, you see a row of paintings depicting the museum's many curators through the years, each adorned with their name and years of employment. Perhaps it's just your imagination, but they look more distressed in recent years. Miskatonic, you cannot investigate administrative office while you have few or fewer cards in your hand. This office...
Few or fewer cards in your hand?
Yeah.
You said few or fewer cards in your hand?
No, while you have 4 or fewer.
Okay.
The office is meticulously organized, from the books in alphabetical order on the shelves to the stacks of forms organized by category on each desk. A coat is draped over one of the nearby chairs. Perhaps somebody other than the security guard is still in here at this late hour. Alright, and it's 2 clues, 1 clue per investigator. Oh no, it's 2 clues per investigator. There's lots of clues in here actually. Okay. And unfortunately that was all my actions though.
Okay.
Alright, enemy phase. So we gotta do this.
Yeah.
You wanna do it first or you want me to do it?
Each player, is it?
No.
Okay. You can do it.
Okay. Okay, he's not ready, which is good.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, upkeep phase.
Yep.
He readies, and he's here.
We ready.
We ready. And there's also any other cards we might have. Don't have any cards.
Then we
Draw a card and get a resource.
Yep.
Okay. Mythos phase. Round 3. Jenny, you ready?
Yep. Infernal exhibits. Test lore 3. If you fail, lose 1 action for each point you failed by. Alright, I don't really have much to help me, so I'm gonna have to spend the 2 resources to use Streetwise.
Yep.
Which will give me +3 lore, so I'm at 5 to a 3.
No, it's 6 to a 3. Oh, because you're cursed luck. Yes, I forgot you got cursed luck.
Skull is -1. Hunting horror is not at my location.
Yeah, if hunting horrors have location, you're -3.
So I was at 4 to a 3. I did succeed by 1 or more, so I discard cursed luck.
Cool. Alright, good. That's out of your hair.
Yep.
Now it's me.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Of course you are. Oh. This is getting worse by the minute here, people. Locked door. Revelation. Attach the location with the most clues, and without a locked door attached, the attached location cannot be investigated. Test strength 4 to break down the door, or agility 4 to pick the locks. If you succeed, discard the locked door. And I might as well go while he's upstairs. First thing I'm going to do is try to pick that lock. I'm going to throw in a resource to get +1. So I'm at a 4 or 5 right now. Zero. Okay, I do pick the lock. So that goes away. That's my first action. Second action, I'll investigate using Duke. I won't bother moving. So it's a 4 to a 2. Skull is -1. So I do
-1.
pass. I get this. I don't want to investigate straight up. I need resources here, people. I think for 1 resource, I'm going to get a knife.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Alright. So it's my turn.
Yeah.
I will...
Well, first thing I would do is get double action, get rid of Izzy.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I would do.
I will use 2 actions to investigate. If you...
Oh, you have to investigate.
Yeah, if you succeed, you discard it.
Oh, never mind then. You're gonna need clues.
Yeah.
You need resources.
Yeah, I'm gonna need resources.
So what are you gonna do?
Not sure.
Yeah, it's Dunk not getting a resource right here. Maybe get a couple resources right now.
Yeah, maybe.
And then...
investigate or something. Or like do
investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worth a try.
So I'll grab 2 resources.
So that's going to be 2 actions though. 1 action to grab one action to grab another one.
Yep. Now for my 3rd action, I will investigate. -1. I still succeed though at 3 to a 2, so I gain a clue.
Okay. Each got a clue, that's good. And that's you down, right?
Yep, that's me.
Okay.
So enemies.
He moves
Yep, he's gonna move.
into the halls.
Upkeep.
Upkeep. Do my meeple. Unexhaust.
Exhaust all our cards. We all draw.
Then draw a card and get a resource. Oh, that's going to be helpful.
Get a resource.
I need more resources. I need emergency cash.
Yeah.
And we gotta figure out what we're gonna do this turn about that jerk right there. Alright, 3rd round. Let's add a doom. You ready?
Yep. Curse block.
Alright, my turn. Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck and discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If a copy of that asset is discarded, take 2 horror. That sucks.
Yeah.
Non-story assets. Oh man, I'm not gonna do Peter. I'm gonna do my knife.
Okay.
And discard the top 3. Oh, look what I found. Oh, 3 good cards down the tubes. Yeah, but I did not draw a knife, so I don't take 2 horror.
Nice.
Alright, our turn. So, let me look at this and investigate here a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, instead of discovering clues, I think I can get like both.
Yeah.
Well, okay, the question is, he's going to come to one of us for the next turn. Who's going to be prepared? You're going to have to use at least 2 resources to investigate.
Does he have a prey?
No.
No prey?
No.
Alright.
I mean, if he comes to me, I could probably evade him. But I've got 3 clues I got to get out of there. Well, I think you should go first. Do what you got to do. You need to investigate.
Alright.
And get rid of that Izzy. Because that's just going to be a burden on you.
Alright, so I will investigate, spend 2 actions, use searching for Izzy, and I will spend 2 resources on Streetwise
Okay.
to give me some more, +3
Yep.
more. So that 5 to 2. -2, I succeed and discard searching for Izzy.
But you do not get rid of the curse luck, unfortunately.
No, I succeeded. I was at
5.
5. -2 is 3 to a 2.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
But the investigate, it doesn't have a value on it. It just, oh, it's whatever the location is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Investigate.
Okay, so he was at a base of 3. Plus 3 makes it 6.
I was at a base of 2 because of Kurt's lock.
Right. Base of 3.
Base of 2.
Base of 3. Get the 3 because of resources. Minus 1 because of that, which made it a 5. You needed 2 or better. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. He's always right. You are right. You were a base of 2 because your skill got reduced by 1. Yes.
Right.
It's not just minus 1. Okay. All right. Well, that was good. Then we've got one more action.
Alright, and
I would just do a straight up investigate that other clue.
Yep, I will investigate.
Okay, cool.
3 to a 2.
Yes.
Cultist. Minus 1 if you fail. I did not.
That's good. Alright, you got 2 clues out of there.
Yep.
So in all honesty, what's your evade?
3.
You have anything to help you with evade?
I got streetwise.
Okay, he's gonna get, because maybe he can come to you next turn. You can evade it, because I need to keep getting clues here. And besides, you gotta move here anyway to spend your clues. So that's not like a plan, or?
Yeah.
Alright. Then I just guess I'm just gonna straight up investigate. Or should I do this? Yes. I'm gonna use Duke. Give me the bag, buddy.
Okay.
So I'm at a 4 to a 2. Minus 1, so I make it. I get a clue.
Nice.
That was 1. What does this say? Oh, I have 4 fear, so I can't really play much of anything because I'll be pretty low. I definitely want to get myself a resource. I have to get a resource, unfortunately. Then now I'm going to Now I'm gonna play that knife. I had both knives in my hand. That's my 3.
Okay.
Okay, enemy phase. You can evade him, right?
Yeah. So he'll come to me.
And you'll be able to evade him. He's only at a 2 right now.
I'm at a 3.
But see, I'm at a 4 base.
I'm at a 3. Here.
I'm saying if he comes to me right now, I can evade him for 1 action on my turn, and then investigate again. And if that frees you to move here, spend your clues, which does not cost an action, right?
It does. It's on the thing.
Oh, it's on here. Okay, so it's 1, 2 to, and then 3 to start going into those exhibit halls.
Yeah.
And I can just keep, as long as he doesn't get resources on him, I can keep evading him.
Okay, nice.
Because I got a base of 4 evade without even spending, and I can spend clues to even get more.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the plan.
Yeah, you'll take him.
Yeah. Oh, but he's going to actually attack this turn. That's fine. I could take a hit. If he's going to move here, he engages me because it's the enemy phase. It's 1 horror and 1
damage.
And I'm just going to put the 1 damage on poor Duke. And I'll put the 1 horror on Peter Sylvester. Another coat.
Yeah.
Poor Duke. What am I even thinking? That's why I got this out. It soaks up 2 damage. It's an armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that was the enemy phase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Upkeep. Ready all the cards. Ready our meeples.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, this could be good too.
Card.
Get a resource.
Get a resource.
Remember, she's getting 2 per phase
Oh, yeah.
because of her ability. which is very helpful.
Alright, so who wants to go first?
Why don't you? I mean, do you know what you're, we're...
You know what? I'm gonna go first.
You're gonna go first? Okay.
So,
Guess that settles that. He's gonna punch me over here.
I'm gonna move here.
That's one action.
And then for my second action, I will flip the...
Well, don't you guys spend 2 clues?
Yeah, spend 2 clues. And place a exhibit hall into play.
Okay.
Then for my third action, I will move into exhibit hall.
Okay.
Alright, what alluring artifacts are displayed inside? Do they too hold a sinister secret? It's the nature exhibit. After you enter this location, discard 2 cards at your hand from random. Nothing about this exhibit is natural. It has 1 victory and 1 clue.
You gotta discard 2 cards? Randomly from your hand?
Yeah.
Oh man, that bites. You want me to take them?
Yeah.
Alright.
Here, I'll just fan out the
Fan 'em
cards
out.
and
I'll do it from 2 different
pick 2.
areas. And there you go.
Alright. Overpower and backstab.
Oh, those are good cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's me.
So you're down.
Yep.
You're gonna be hard pressed getting those clues. Alright. Me. I'm going to evade first. Or attempt it anyway. I'm just gonna do a straight up 4. What happens if I fail with the elder thing? Discard an asset. Ugh.
But it's only -1. Oh, the elder thing is -3.
Yeah. I can't really oh boy. Should I risk it? I mean, yeah, I got a little card I'll get rid of if I have to.
Yeah, it already sucked up a damage for you.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the elder thing.
Of course.
I cannot believe it. So I failed and I lost my leather coat.
Yep.
I cannot believe that just happened.
Alright, well that sucks.
Well, I'm gonna do a resource and do it. I cannot believe it.
Yep, that is bad.
I remember I was debating too, man. -2, okay, I make it. So he's evaded. Now I'm gonna use Duke. I'm gonna investigate. -2, so I make it. And I'm tied.
Nice.
That was the worst possible token I can draw out to, and I knew I should have done it. Dang it. Alright, well, it is what it is. Okay. Enemy phase. Oh, end of my turn, Peter Sylvester gets rid of a horror.
Nice.
Oh, and he readies. And then he engages me, and he attacks me. Yep. Okay. I would have had my leather coat. This sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, take a damage on Duke and a horror on Peter. I gotta evade again next turn. Alright, upkeep phase. Ready our stuff. Draw a card. Okay, that's going to be helpful. And gain a resource.
Alright.
You want me to go? It's going to be pretty easy.
Yeah.
Attempt to evade. I'm at a 4. Oh, no. We gotta do the mythos phase.
Oh, yeah. Mythos
Yeah,
phase.
can't forget that.
Yeah.
There's that, and then you go.
Passage into the Veil. Test Will 3. This test gets +2 difficulty if hunting Tor is not at my location.
And what happens
If you fail, choose one. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck or take 1 direct damage and deal 1 damage to each of your allies.
That would kill Adam Lynch.
Yep, that's bad.
Yes, it is. So you cannot fail this.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to help you with Will?
Actually, yeah. I can use Liquid Courage to give me 1 will icon.
Alright.
Auto fail.
Oh, Phil, nothing we can even do about that.
Alright, so,
Adam Lynch is dead. Oh, maybe discard the 5 cards?
Yeah, discard top 5 cards.
Yeah, we can't have him die, unfortunately.
So
Ugh.
flashlight, double or nothing. Emergency cash. Teamwork.
That's alright.
And a knife.
Alright. Yeah, we can't have Adam die. Richard. Hand me the bag.
Alright.
I have a twist of fate. Reveal a random token, and I'll see what happens. If you reveal a star or a positive number, reveal any other number, take 1 damage. Okay.
So 0 like a positive number?
No, positive is like +1, +2 or something.
Yeah, so plus.
Where's that leather coat? Alright. Now it's our turn.
Yep.
Now I'm going to try to evade. Oh! You gotta be kidding me. Alright, second action. -1. I make it.
Nice.
He's evaded. Third action, I'm going to use Duke to investigate.
Okay.
Zero, I make it.
Nice.
I got all the clues from here.
Yeah.
That was my third. So next time I can evade him and get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Alright, that was me.
Alright.
Hurting over here a little bit.
My turn. I could try to investigate, but it's got 4 shroud though.
Well, if you spend 2, you'll have a 6.
Yeah.
I mean, we need those clues.
I guess I'm gonna try to investigate by spending 2 resources for streetwise. And then I will try to gain a clue. -1. I still succeed though and gain a clue. And then I guess I'll do the same thing.
Yep.
Plus
Nice.
0, yeah, so I succeed.
Now you have 1 more action.
So I will move here.
Back to the museum halls. Okay.
Yep. And
Alright.
that's me.
At every phase, you want to draw a token for him?
Sure.
Oh, I get rid of the horror from Peter.
Yeah. And it is a skull, so...
Damn it. He readies and engages me.
Yep.
I take another horror damage. Yeah, I'm in trouble here, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Alright. I mean, I'm not worried about the horror, it's the damage I'm worried about.
Here's your horror, though.
Alright. That was the enemy phase.
Yep.
Upkeep. Ready? Ready our meeples. Draw a card and get a resource.
And we gain a resource.
There's a little damage out here. So I've got to evade, move. Two, three, four, five, six. How you doing cards?
I got 6 cards.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
We're going to add the Doom, which breaks its threshold. A creature of the void. From the shadows of the museum halls, a terrible creature slithers forth, long and serpentine and propelled by black leathery wings. Yeah, getting that on the first turn. If hunting horror is in play, add 1 Doom to it.
1 resource, you mean?
No, 1 Doom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And this, Shadows Deepen, Agenda 2A. Just gonna look at that little artwork right there if my thumb wasn't in the way. It's cool artwork. The shadows in the museum grow and become darker. As the shadows lengthen and shift, they begin to suggest the sinewy body of an uncanny creature, darting at the periphery of your awareness. Force. When hunting horror enters play, attach a set-aside copy of Shadow Spawn to it and add 1 resource of Shadow Spawn if it is already attached. Okay, so it's still in place, so we don't have to worry about adding resources. Alright. Now we've got to draw cards, right?
Yep. Alright, Passage into the Veil.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of will test this game.
I don't have anything to help me, so...
So straight up, 3-3?
+1.
Nice.
16.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Alright. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Of course you are.
That.
Okay, I got Apparel, Terror from Beyond. It's a Hex and Terror Revelation. Choose one of the following card types: asset, event, or skill. Each player must discard each card in his or her hand that is of the chosen type. If this is not the first copy of Terror from Beyond drawn this phase, choose 2 card types instead. I'm going to have to choose asset. No, you know what? I'm going to choose skill.
Skill.
Any skill cards in here you gotta get rid of.
Okay. There goes Vicious Blow, and same with Overpower.
Wow, both the overpowers are gone.
Yep.
Nothing we can do. Alright, hand me the bag.
Alright.
So I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go for an evade.
Alright.
I make it because it's tied. That was 1, 2, and I'm going to spend 2 clues.
Nice.
As an action, give me one of the exhibit halls.
Alright, here's...
They all say the same, so I'm just going to move this here.
Alright.
Put this here. And I'm done.
So my turn. I could go there and gain clues, or I could...
I would spend your 2 clues.
Yeah. For my first action, I'll spend my 2 clues. Draw another exhibit hole. And then I'll move...
I wouldn't move yet. Yeah. That was 1 action.
Yeah.
Because if that guy's ready and comes to me again, I'm SOL over here. Kind of need to back me up a little bit. Can you prepare for him coming? Because you got to doom on him. We got to fight him regardless, one time or another. Anything, get ready yourself. Any assets you can put into play?
Yeah, I could play something. But I think the knife is...
We got 2 hand slots.
Well, yeah.
I mean, so if you took another hand slot, you can do it. I'm just worried about the enemy phase. I want him coming at me again.
Yeah, I think the knife is probably like the best thing I got out of the cards I have.
Do you have any assets you can play?
Yeah, I do. But I'm not sure if I need to play anything.
You should always try to have assets, because remember, that card that makes you lose assets is out there.
Then, you know what, I'm going to play this. For 1, I'm going to play Burglary.
Oh, okay.
So that's the second action. And for my third action,
Gain another resource.
I could use Burglary.
Oh.
Burglary says, as an action, exhaust Burglary and investigate. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues, gain 3 resources.
Well, you don't drill the other side.
Yeah.
I don't know where the bag is. Oh, couldn't even see it's black. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, use Burglary.
Yeah.
Because you can always use resources.
Yeah.
So what does that give you? Strength and agility over there?
It gives the Streetwise.
Yeah.
It gives me lore and agility.
Lore and agility, okay.
-1, I succeed.
Alright.
So I gain 3 resources.
That's always good.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to say take 1 resource, but you might as well do that.
Yeah.
Alright, hand me the bag. And you are down, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So let's see.
I'm drawing for the thing.
The hunting color.
Yes. It is not ready.
Not ready.
Sorry to make you stay there, but I think it was worth it. I just can't have that thing come at me again.
Yeah.
Alright, upkeep phase. Everything readies.
This guy readies.
That guy readies. Create a card.
Readies.
And get a resource. Alright. Finally took a while to build up. I got some resources. I got some things going here. There's some pretty good cards now. Now it's just the point of surviving this mythos phase. Alright, we're going to add a Doom. Yeah, we gotta get ready. We're going to have to fight him eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to add more Doom to him and we can't. Well, we already lost the whole turn right now. We got to fight him eventually. Add a Doom. You ready?
Yep.
You need someone that helps you with will.
Twist of Fate.
Oh, okay. And that's where he reveals a random token and then does what the card says. Nice, it's a positive number.
So that's a positive number, so nothing happens.
Oh, I thought you gained a card or resource.
No.
Well, you didn't nothing negative, so that's
Yeah.
good, I guess. Let's see Morbid here. Ephemeral exhibits. However you pronounce that word right there, and how you pronounce that first word. Test lore 3. If you fail, lose 1 action for each point you fail by. Are you watching the exhibits or are the exhibits watching you? So I'm at 2 right now. And I lost my unexpected coach. Alright, I am going to... I'm only at lore 2. I'm going to get rid of Cunning Distraction using the wild icon as a lore icon.
Okay.
So I'm straight up 3 to 3. Look at that! Bam!
Nice.
I think I gambled with that. Actually, I had a card to play if I failed, but that was actually pretty cool. Alright, we got a break on the Mythos phase. So, why don't you go first? Because what I plan on doing, buddy, I'm going to reveal 1 more location, so we'll have 4 out. Then you can go to 1, see if it's a high shroud. Well, you're actually pretty good. Because I'm going to move 2 no matter what I'm moving. So we're going to explore 2 of these this turn.
Yeah,
so why don't you just... Where do you want me to go? I mean, it doesn't matter, I don't think, right? At this point?
Well, how about you go first so that the 4th card, this is going to be the 4th card. It could possibly be the other place. So
you can go to that one.
Yeah.
We'll put that here.
Or you can go to...
See, the only thing about you going is because if you go to one of these with a high shroud,
yeah, I
can move automatically with Duke and investigate. So it saves me a whole action. And even if it is a high shroud or low shroud, you can still investigate. Because what I'll do is this. Cause can I go here to investigate even if I don't know if it's revealed?
Probably. It says move to a connecting location, right?
Immediately before investigating. So, is that what I should do? Is that legit?
Yeah.
Kind of let us know if you guys know. I'm not sure because it's not revealed, but I mean, it says... No, I think that's a little cheesy. That's a grim. I don't think you can investigate. You don't even know what the investigation is. So what do you want me to do? You decide. What do you want me to do? You're the lead investigator. You want to go first? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the lead investigator.
So I will move over here to this exhibit hall.
I think the fronts all say the same thing.
Yeah.
What alluring artifacts? Okay.
Yeah. At the Baskin exhibit, after you enter this location, immediately lose all your remaining actions and immediately lose your turn. While you're at the location, you get +2 agility.
Oh, okay.
A strange chill fills this hall, as if the climate of the Alaskan wilderness has traveled along with the artifacts on display.
Was it the Arctic exhibit?
At the Baskin exhibit.
Yeah, he's right.
Alright, but I lose all my actions.
Unfortunately. I'm going to spend 2 clues, so that's her turn, my turn. I'm going to spend 2 clues.
Yep.
Bring out another one of those.
Alright, here's an exhibit hall.
And I'm going to move there.
Yeah.
Egyptian exhibit. After you fail a skill test while investigating this location, lose 1 action. Sandstone sculptures and bejeweled artifacts from another era clutter this exhibit like the tomb of an ancient pharaoh. And it's got 4 clues. Oh, there's not even any clues there, huh?
Yeah.
It's alright. So that was 1, 2. A 3rd action.
Investigate.
Guess I'll use Duke. Gives me a 4. And I'll use Deduction. If this skill test is successful, investigating a location, discover 1 additional clue at the location.
Nice.
I knew I'd seen the symbol before. I must have warned us for this too late. So that gives me an extra will, or an extra lore. An Elder Sign. +2 and Ready Duke. So Ready Duke. And I do get 2 clues now.
Nice.
That is
Because
good.
of deduction.
Yep. Oops, I must put that in the clue box. So that was 1 to investigate, 2 to move, 3 to investigate. So unfortunately, even though I got Duke ready, I can't do anything with him. Alright, let's see what this says again.
He just readies.
So we don't. So I don't think it matters drawing because he's ready. I mean, there's nothing negative that can happen to us by drawing that.
Yeah. Alright,
So with enemy phase, he's moving to the halls.
Yep.
Oh, and the Peter Sylvester gets rid of his horde.
Nice.
All right. Upkeep. Ready to meeples.
Yep.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Ooh, that's okay. Take
Nice.
that. And get a resource. And we need to start playing some more cards. Because I think it's about time we start fighting that dude. You're not a very good strength though, are you?
Got strength 3.
To a 2. I mean, it's alright. Otherwise he's going to come to you and attack you, so... I can get both these clues next turn, I believe.
Nice.
Yes, I believe. Alright, that's it, right? Mythos phase. Add a doom.
Terror from Beyond. Peril. Choose one of the following: asset, event, or skill, and each player must discard each of that card type from their hand. I'm gonna do skill.
Alright, cool. I've got none.
Me neither.
Awesome! Well, that worked out.
Yep.
Oh, of course. Beyond the Veil. Surge, Hex. Put Veil into copy. Put Beyond the Veil into play in your threat area if there is no copy of Beyond the Veil in your threat area. Force, if your deck has no cards in it, take 10 damage and discard. So that's automatic death.
Yep.
I'm just going to put this right here because I know it's in my threat area. And it surges, though. Scaring Fog, of course it does. Revelation attached to your location, limit 1. After attached location is successfully investigated, discard of Scaring Fog. And that's a Scaring Fog. Alright, that could have been worse. Alright. Question is, what are we going to do about Jerkface up there?
Yeah.
Do you have any assets that can help you fight?
I have a knife.
No, I mean in your hand. You have any assets you can play. You got a lot of resources.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have a few things I could play down.
Anything that can help you fight. If possible,
Yeah, I could do that.
Or if you got some kind of a thing, go up there, evade him. Then maybe you got like, well, you already used your backstab, right? Or you lost it anyway. I don't know. You decide. We gotta deal with this guy though.
All right.
But unfortunately, that one card is coming. But I mean, kind of gotta get rid of that doom.
So do you want me to hit it?
If you can kill it, I think we should get that sucker out of there, because if I get these two, I gotta move there too. And we can keep evading it, but it's gonna eventually build up more and more doom. So we want to hit it now or later. I mean, either way, you gotta move. So it's going to engage you no matter what. The question is, do you evade it and then go to this location?
Yeah, I think I should.
Or do you go up there, it engages you, you kick its butt. So you kind of got to decide what you want to do. I mean, sooner or later we're going to have to fight it.
I think I'll go up there, evade it, and then run over there.
Let's see what's there. I mean, we know it's not the restricted hall, but...
Yeah.
Because how about, in all honesty though, to tell you the truth, I don't think you should do that.
Yeah, because...
I'm going to have enough clues to expose the other two exhibit halls.
Yeah, so...
I mean, it's not going to matter. So we don't even need to go here. So what I suggest you do is go there, it engages you, or I would play an asset, some kind of asset, just to make yourself more powerful. Go there, it engages you, then evade it.
You got it.
And let me keep getting these clues, and then I should be able to. I mean, it's now a 5 shroud, almost like you got better investigation than I got now, but I've got some cards I could mess with here. Right. Yes, I do have some cards. I think I can get those 2 clues this turn and then move there. But I would play an asset. I mean, you got all those resources. Might as well not waste them.
Yeah. So, for 2 resources, I will play Hard Knocks.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes, that is good.
So Hard Knocks allows me to spend a resource to get a fight, or spend a resource to get agility.
Okay. Alright, that's good.
So then for my second action, I'll move over here. It'll engage me. And then I will try to evade it by using 2 resources on Streetwise to give me +3 evade.
So you're at a 6 right now, right?
Yeah.
6 till 2. Okay. We hope the lighting is better. I added LED lights in the hallways. I hope the lighting's a lot better. I know my quality sucks. You can't see that good, but nothing I'm going to do about that.
-2.
Okay.
So
you do evade.
I succeed, and it's evaded.
Okay. Now just remember, still might attack you because of that thing here, but
yeah,
that was you. All right, wasn't bad.
Yep.
All right, me over here. It's now a shard of 5.
Yep.
I'm going to, for fast, for 1 resource, play a magnifying glass,
Nice.
which gives me +1 lore. I am going to use Duke, which gives me a base of 4, so I'm at 5 right now.
Yep.
I am going. I'm gonna play one. I'm gonna use bait and switch, and use the lore icon. So I'm at a 6. Hand me that.
All right.
-1, perfect. So this is gone. Scary mist, and I get a clue. That was 1 action. Then I'm going to work a hunch for 2 resources.
Use working a hunch.
Yep. Fast. Play only during your turn. Discover 1 clue at your location. So I discover a clue. This is my 2nd action. I'm going to move here.
For your
third action, I'm going to reveal an exhibit hall. Well, at least put 1 out.
Yeah.
And what I'll do on next turn, buddy, I'll spend the other 2 anyway.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, because we might need clues. So if I could, so we might actually end up having to go here actually to get the clues, maybe. Well, we don't know what the restricted hall says.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Alright, we got the enemy phase, so...
You wanna draw?
Sure.
Let's see what happens.
Cultist.
Yep. So he readies and he gauges.
And then he'll attack me
Yep.
for a day.
Alright. Upkeep phase. Ready Duke. Ready our meeples. Oops, we're both here, I mean. At the museum.
Card.
Ooh.
And we gain a resource.
Alright. Let's add a doom.
Alright. Beyond the Veil. Put Beyond the Veil into a threat area.
Okay, so we both have those.
And it surges.
Remember, Beyond the Veil is if you run out of your deck, you're going to suffer 10 damage.
Alright, Twist of Fate.
Of course you got Twist of Fate.
+1.
It's a positive number? Nothing, okay. My turn. Scaring Fog. Left chance location, which is absolutely fine by us.
Yeah.
And you can't investigate with burglary, but that's okay though. Alright, that actually worked out. So the question is...
Yeah.
Should I spend the 2 and then move? And then you deal with him?
I guess so.
I mean, do you have a different plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright, for my first action, I'm going to spend 2 clues. And then put the last exhibit hall into play.
And then you're going to move
I'm going to move to... Once I come to here.
Yeah.
Nope, we know where the restricted hall is. So,
yeah.
This is the Hall of the Dead. Shroud 3. If you fail a skill test while investigating this location, take 1 horror. I need no reminder of my mortality. I know my death is imminent. And it's got 2 clues per investigator. Did I just spend 4 clues, right?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't have. That would have been 2 actions.
You spent 2 clues last turn.
Oh, but I didn't move. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. I was wondering why. So I think we're still going to need to get clues.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think we are. But unfortunately, that's... Wait a minute, that was 1, 2 to move, and 3 to investigate?
Yeah.
Or should I move back? Well, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna evade him and then move over there. Into the restricted hall.
And what does this say? If the investigator enters, do that. So I did 1, 2 actions. Yeah, I think I want to investigate because, yeah, I'm going to use Duke, so I got a 5 to a 3. 0, okay, I make it. I just have a feeling we're going to need clues. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's see what happens. That was 3. Okay, that was me.
Right. My turn. So, I will attempt to evade this guy by using 2 clues for 2 resources for streetwise. So I'm up to a 6 to a 2. Skull, that's -3 because hunting horror is here.
You still make it though.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so he's evaded at this location, at the museum halls.
Then I will move to the restricted hall. While hunting horror is at this location, it cannot be investigated. The flavor text is exhibit not yet open for viewing.
Okay.
It's got 3 shroud, 2 clues per investigator.
Yeah, there's a lot of and a victory point.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of why I want to get clues too, because there's a victory point here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, now that we've done that, we can advance the act.
You want to go ahead or you want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
The curator's fate. When you enter the restricted hall, you find the curator of the museum lying in a pool of blood, his intestines strewn about in a grotesque display. Your stomach turns over as you resist the urge to vomit. Whatever did this, it's still nearby. Search the encounter deck, discard pile, in the void, and all play areas for hunted horror, and place it in exhibit area restricted hall as ready.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and then advance to agenda 3A. Or to act 3A.
Okay.
Then it says, hold on. Advance to agenda.
So it's engaged with you though. So
Yeah.
it engages.
Yeah, it's engaged with me.
Yeah.
Alright, and searching for the tome. Somewhere in this area is Olas Worminus's Latin translation of the Necronomicon. You must find it and escape while you can. If there are no clues remaining in the exhibit hall, advance.
Restricted hall.
Yeah,
Exhibit
yeah,
hall. Okay, because
restricted.
it's exhibit hall too. So we really need to get those 4 clues.
Yeah.
So we now need to fight the hunting horror.
Or like lead him out of here. We could do that.
What do you mean? Like, you move?
Yeah. Because we can't investigate while he's at the location.
Right.
So if he leaves the location, then we can investigate.
So how many actions you got left right now?
I think 1 action
Yeah, 'cause
left.
Well, you moved.
Yeah, I.
Oh, you evaded then
him,
moved. So
then
you do have 1
evaded.
action. Okay, let's think this through here a little bit. If you were to move here, you're taking a damage and a horror.
Yeah.
Then in the enemy phase, you're going to take a damage and a horror. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Then on my turn, I can come 1, 2, and try to start investigating. Or you can just evade that thing, and I can get a little greedy next turn and try to get some of these clues, get a victory point, because we need experience. If anything, we're going to get at least 2.
At least 3.
Where's 3?
The
one right here. We don't know what this one is.
Yeah.
But that's getting greedy. I don't think you should move because you're going to get hit twice. If you evade it, and even if he does ready on that turn, you're going to get hit anyway. And the next turn, I think next turn, no matter what, I think you got to fight him next turn. Or do you attack him now?
Yeah.
Do 2 points of damage, take the hit on the enemy phase, and then next turn do that last, because that'll get us through a Mythos phase too, and he won't ready. Then the question is, what am I doing? Are we trying to get these clues?
Probably trying to get those clues on here.
Well, if you defeat him,
Yeah.
your turn, you got a lot of research. You can probably get 3 clues. See what I'm saying? Well, 2 clues, because you'll do 1 damage to him, kill him, and then you can get 2 more clues. Then you can do the same thing next turn if you have to, and now I can get these 2 clues.
All right. So.
I think we should both stay where we are. You defeat him. I'll get these clues. I mean.
So I will fight him using my knife. It says, as an action fight, you get +1 combat for this attack.
I would throw at least 1 more fist in there.
Yeah, so I'm at 5 to...
Now, how are you doing that, through hard knocks?
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 to a 2. Okay.
Yep. -2. I succeed.
Okay, so you do A damage.
And I deal A damage to it.
And the next turn you can throw your knife.
Yeah.
And then kill it. And then you can investigate. Okay. So that was your 3. I mean, this thing might screw us up, but
yeah.
we're going to see what happens.
So that's me. Enemy phase.
Now he
He'll
attacks.
attack me for a damage and a horror.
Probably want a 3 spot.
Yeah.
Alright, you're still pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, we're doing alright. I think we kind of doing okay here. It was nice clearing this one real quick, but I can't, that was pretty good. I never failed while I was here. If you fail, you lose a heart. I didn't fail. That's it, right? So enemy phase went, upkeep phase. Ready our meeples. Draw a card and get a resource. Question is, let's do the Mythos phase before I even start planning anything, because the Mythos phase can screw you all up.
Yeah.
So 1 doom. I still got 2 more turns, but if you defeat that, we'll have 3 turns for this flips. And let's see what you get.
Alright,
I almost hope you added doom to him, honestly.
crit chill.
Oh, that one.
Will 4. If you fail, choose and discard an asset. If you cannot take 2 damage.
Ugh, you can't get rid of that knife either. You need that knife. Okay, is it a boost your will?
No, I don't think so. No, I got nothing to boost my will.
So now you're down by 1?
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's a 3 to 4.
Yep. And it's autofill anyway. Nothing you're going to do about it.
So I think I'll just discard burglary.
That's what it's there for, though. That's why you put it out there, just for that kind of card.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crypt Chill kind of stinks.
Yep.
Discarding an asset. And a supernatural cold threatens the freeze your soul. Swallow your soul. Alright, my turn.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Buddy, we gotta take you to the doctor. Alright, revelation. If hunting horror is in play, man, it readies, engages you, and attacks each investigator at your location. Otherwise, stalked in the dark gains surge. Viperine creatures which had curiously distorted heads and grotesque great clawed appendages. If hunting horror is in play, it readies when it's already readied. Engages already engaged, and it attacks each investigator at my location. He's not at my location. So the question is, does it gain surge? I think otherwise, Stalked in the Dark gains surge because he's not attacking me. You guys can look at that card, see what it says for yourself. I believe I'm right, because none of the other three things applies. Let me ask my son. I think he'll agree, though. I have this card, buddy. If hunting horror is in play, it ready, which it already is. Engages you, which is already engaged with you, and attacks each investigator at my location, and it's not at my location. Otherwise, it gains surge. I'm going to assume it gets surge because it can't attack anybody at my location. That's what I'm assuming. Okay. Passage into the Veil. This test has +2 difficulty. Of course it does. If hunting horror is at your location. Oh, okay, it's not. If you fail, you must either choose one, discard the top 5 cards of your deck, or take 1 direct damage and deal 1 damage to each of your allies. Hand me the bag.
Yeah. Okay.
So right now, my will is actually at a 5.
So 1 damage to all of your allies. I think that'll kill Lester.
Yeah, but
And what about Duke?
Duke is not an ally; he's an asset.
But he has an ally. He is an ally.
Oh.
He has the ally.
Yes,
trait.
you're right. You're right. But I got a 0 luckily, so I pass. Whew! I got scared. That is the scary thing about putting damage on Duke. I didn't even think about that. You lose an ally. Yeah, he does have the ally trait. He is correct. He's got ally and creature as trait, so he is correct on that. But I did pass. Now the big thing.
Yep.
What do we do? Do you fight him and kill him?
Yeah.
And then investigate twice? Is that what you want to do?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Alright, so I will use the knife as an action. Discard knife and fight. You get +2 combat for this attack, and it deals +1 damage.
So you have for fight right now?
5 to 2.
Okay.
Skull -3. I still succeed.
Okay.
And he is
Whew.
defeated.
And he will go to the void.
Yep.
So we'll just make this the void.
Yep.
Alright, that's one action.
Yeah, for my second action, I will investigate
Okay.
using 2 resources for streetwise
Okay.
to give me 6 to a 3.
Okay.
-1, I succeed, and
He gets a clue.
So for my third action, I will do the same thing again.
Okay.
I will spend 2 resources for streetwise and investigate.
I know it's a humming noise, but it's too cold in my basement. I got the heater back on, people.
Zero. I
Nice.
succeed and gain a clue.
Alright.
And that's me.
So you did your part. I gotta do mine. I'm in the bag. Now at this point we're kind of just being greedy because we want these victory points to get experience. Because I could go 1, 2 and help her investigate. But
Yeah.
I'm just trying to go over this victory point right now. So I'm going to use Duke to investigate. Gives me a base of 4. And then I have the magnifying glass, which is 5. with a +1. So I do make it. And then just to kind of guarantee me, I'm going to put an action to do a flashlight.
Okay.
And I'm going to get rid of this knife.
Okay.
Because you can only have 2 hand slots.
Nice.
And it comes with, I got to pay 2 resources.
Supplies.
And there's 3 supplies. I need 1 more. And my third action, I'm going to spend 1 supplies. It gets -2 shrouds, so shroud of 1.
Nice.
And I have a 1, 2, 3 for my investigate right now because I have the magnifying glass out. You know what?
Yeah. You got 3, 2, and 1.
As a fast action, just because I can do it, I'm going to discard a card from my hand. I'm going to ready an asset. I'm going to ready Duke. Then I'm going to use Duke to investigate. So I have a 4, 5 to a 1. Just to do it, you know what I mean? -1. Okay, I make it.
Nice.
Alright, so if I go first next turn,
Yep.
I at least get this. And we could even get super greedy and see what's here, to tell you the truth. Alright, that was my 3.
Okay.
Alright, that wasn't bad.
Alright, so now it's the enemy phase?
Yep, no enemy. Good. It's about time. This is the first round. I think we did good with just evading him. I think we did. That was the wisest choice.
Upkeep.
Yep. Draw a card. Ooh. And get a resource. How are you at your hand?
7.
Okay. You can't have more than, if you have more than 8, you gotta discard down.
Yeah, down to 8.
Down to 8. Alright. The ugliness.
Yep.
A doom. Boom.
Yep.
Yeah, we're actually pretty good still. And we know that's so that's 7 turns right there. So I think we can do this. I think we can clear this board.
Yeah.
But, again, it's the dang Mythos phase. Because this guy can come right back into play, honestly.
Yeah. Visions of Future Past. Test Will 5. For each point you fail by, discard the top card of your deck.
Yeah, I can't help you. I'm not there. You got to help yourself.
I have one thing, but it wouldn't really be much. Why would I waste it?
Because...
Well, it would only give me 1 point, which means I would
Because
only get +1.
that, I mean, if you lose all your cards, if you draw a tentacle, you're gonna lose by 5 right now. I mean, we're getting in near the end of the game. That's why I use it, unless you plan on putting it out in the play. You know what I mean? I mean,
Well, yeah.
why keep it if you're not gonna do anything with it?
Alright, I'm gonna use Dynamite Blast.
And watch, we're gonna need that because it's gonna be. All right, so you're at 4 to 5. All right.
Yeah.
Wow! Bam! That is awesome.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting a +1 because I yelled. So he was actually 5 for 5, so he didn't lose any cards. And the reason we're just worried about losing cards because of this one. So this is an automatic kill. And even though if I finished up the scenario, he would suffer a damage trauma, and he don't need that.
Yeah,
nobody
trauma.
needs that. Yeah, physical trauma. All right, now it's my turn. All right, Crypt Trail. Test Will 4. If you fail to discard 1 asset you
coming
control.
back. That's nice.
That's fine. I can deal with that though. I got 5. Oh, I didn't ever ready Duke. I got 5. And I will do this for... Oh no, I only got 5. What am I doing? I know I had a plan here. Oh, I do have a plan. Okay,
Yeah.
I have a plan. Alright, 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 is tied, so I make it. We win on ties.
Nice.
Alright, that wasn't a bad Mythos phase. We can deal with that. Let me go first.
Okay.
My plan to get this, that's 1, 2, 3. Let's see what's here. If this is another victory, I think we should hang out because we got no enemy, we got lots of turns left, we're still fairly healthy, You know what I mean? Does that sound cool with you?
I guess so, yeah.
Alright.
If there's no victory, though, I'll get those clues.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Even if there is victory,
Still
I'll
get at least one.
clue.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, I'm going to use Duke to investigate. So I'm at a straight up 4-5 right
To
now.
a 3.
5 to a 3.
You could use your magnifying or your flashlight if you want.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. Thank you, man. See,
Yeah.
this is why you gotta play with other people. I totally put that out for that reason.
So you got 5 to a 1.
Yes. That's totally exactly why I wanted to do that. Alright, +1. So I get the clue.
Nice.
That was one action.
So for
Second action,
move there.
Third action.
Move there.
It is worth a victory point.
Okay.
If you fail a skill test while investigating this location, discard an asset you control.
What is it though?
It's the Medusa exhibit. Who would immortalize a terrible fate? It's only got a total of 2 and only 1 clue per investigator.
Okay.
It's only got 2 clues. So we're going for greed mode here, people.
Yeah, I think you can deal with that.
I think I can definitely deal with that. But that's 3.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd get 1 clue and then just prep yourself up, man.
Yeah.
For whatever.
So, first I will spend 2 resources for Streetwise.
So you're at a 6.
Yep.
I fail on the test here? I don't think I did.
Elder Thing, -3 if you fail. I did not fail.
Nope. So you get the clue.
Yep.
That was 1.
So then for my second action,
Now you might want to play an asset because you might lose. You might get that stupid card, you know. Oh, nice! I see what you're
I will
doing.
play this, the Green Man Medallion, my signature card from the novella, I think it's called.
Yep. Teddy Barnes.
Yeah. Costs 1, and what it does is it takes up a
Accessory.
accessory.
Or
yeah.
necklace. It looks like a necklace, but it's accessory slot.
Yeah. As a fast action, you can spend up to 3 resources and exhaust it. Place the resources on it as offerings. And when your design of the game ends, for every 6 offerings on it, reduce the experience cost of the next card you purchase before the next scenario by 1.
You
So-
remember, you have to spend 3 resources to get 1 on there? And you gotta do that 6 times?
No, you can spend up to 3 resources to exhaust it, and you can place those resources.
Oh,
as
okay,
offerings.
okay. I see what you're saying.
And you have to get 6 of them.
So you actually have another turn?
Yeah,
Another action?
yeah,
I'll get a resource, man.
yeah. So I'll get a resource, and then for a fast action, I will spend.
I would wait. 'Cause what if that thing shows up at your location?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he might pop out still again.
Yeah, I guess.
And you might need the evade, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But you'll get 2 resources, right?
Yeah, I'll get 2 resources.
Alright, go ahead then.
So I will spend 3 resources and
Put it on the
on
medallion,
the medallion.
which is exhausted.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely going greed mode here.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going full greed. And I have a feeling when this flips, that thing's coming back out. I mean, it seems to be the pattern.
Yeah.
So that's fine, though. Alright, that was your 3 actions?
Yep.
Hopefully this won't come back to... But 'cause remember, you need 2 resources to investigate, too.
Yeah.
So... Hopefully this won't bite us in the butt, people.
So enemy phase, he isn't
Nothing,
here.
no enemy?
Upkeep
No!
phase.
Yeah, upkeep, yep.
Yeah.
Getting ahead of myself. Draw a card. And get a resource. That's my magnifying glass right here. So magnifying glass, flashlight, Peter Sylvester, Scrapper, Duke.
Alright.
Alright, let's add a dune. That's 6 out of 7.
Yep.
And there's your dune.
Thing flips. arcane barrier attached to your location. As an additional cost to move in or out, test
That's
will.
fine because you don't plan on really doing any moving. And my turn. And that's exactly what I was worried about.
Yep.
Slithering behind you. If hunting horror is in play, add 1 doom to it. If hunting horror is not in play, search the encounter deck, discard a pile, spawn it at my location, engage with me.
Okay.
And now it adds a resource to this,
Yep.
which means it's at 3 fight, 4 health, 3 evade.
Yeah.
Okay. So how greedy are we going to get here?
I'd say just get those 2 clues.
I have to evade him first, though.
Yeah. Evade him and then try to get those 2 clues.
Yes. Yes.
If you can or if you can't, I think I'll just end up getting that last clue.
Well, I am going to do... I've got a base of 3. He's at a 3. I'm going to discard Henry Armitage. He's got 2 wild icons. So I'm at a
Okay.
5. Give me the thing.
Alright.
So I'm at a 5.
Okay.
You know what? I'm just going to throw in a resource to make it an even 6. Oh, good thing I did that. -3, 3 for 3. Exactly what I was worried about. It had bit me in the butt last time.
Yeah.
So it's here at the exhibit hall.
Yeah.
Move down just a little bit. And it's got the resource on it. These are my resources. Okay, so it's evaded. Now I need to get clues. I'm going to spend a resource to make that a 0. So I'm at a 3 to a 0. Oops. Oh, boo 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 boo. Had to happen. Now I'm gonna do Duke. So I'm at a 4 to a 2. Yes, a 4 to a 2. Shuffle this up good. -1, so I do get the clue.
Alright.
Damn. That's fine. We're still alright. We're still alright.
Yeah.
We're still doing good. Now you can do your thing.
So, do you want to go for that last clue, or
Yes.
should we just...
So you get your experience too. Get a resource, use that.
Alright, so, what I will do is... First, I will play Emergency Cash.
Alright.
Yep.
That's a good card to have.
So
wait. After you fail a skill test while investigating, discard an asset. I did fail.
Oh,
So I'm actually going to get rid of that flashlight.
yeah. So I'll play Emergency Cash. That gives me 3 resources.
No, that's 1 action.
Yep. Then for my second action, actually I'm just gonna use a fast action to place 3 resources on the Green Man medallion.
And you have to exhaust that?
Yep.
Okay. But that's a fast action. Okay.
Yeah, that's a fast action. So now it has 6 resources on it.
Yep.
So then for my second action, I guess I will
Just get a resource. And,
yeah.
I mean, resources are
get a
always
resource.
good. And you actually have a third action. Draw a card.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I'll just draw a card.
What do you want to get another resource?
You know, I don't think I'll get another resource.
Okay. Yeah, because you can always draw a weakness. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I know the one that won't be bad because it'll go far away from you.
Yeah.
But I don't know what your third one is. So, okay. That was for your 3 actions. So you're down, right?
Yep.
Okay. You're down.
Yep.
You're down.
Yep, enemy.
Get the bag. See what happens with jerk face here. No, he is not ready. I was like, what am I even drawing for?
Yeah.
It says for stability on the hunting hole. Okay, now enemy phase.
Yep.
Nothing. Upkeep.
Yep, we reset.
He does
all
ready and
vehicles.
engages me. So he comes over and engages me.
Reset my green one.
The Duke.
Oh, yeah, draw a card.
Draw a card. Yep. And I got my weakness.
We
Hypochondria.
all gain a resource. What does hypochondria?
After you take 1 or more damage, take 1 direct horror.
Okay.
So hopefully I won't be taking any damage.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Because we're about to flip this.
Yep.
Alright, this is the 7.
Yep.
Okay. Hunted down. The creature does not relent, pursuing you throughout the museum. If hunting horror is in play, add 1 doom to it. Okay, we can deal with that.
Okay.
Okay. And then if it wasn't in play, we would do it. Alright, Agenda 3A. In every shadow. The creature in the museum grows larger and more terrifying with each passing moment. Its body slithers from shadow to shadow. Every corner of every room a potential hiding place for the hideous beast. Forced. When hunting horror enters play... Okay, so... attach says I copy or add a resource to it. Okay. So we basically have right now 5 turns to get that resource and that resource. I think we can do this.
Yeah.
Why don't I go first, obviously? Should I evade? Or should I just go for it?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll take 1 direct horror. Not that that matters.
Yeah.
Then I can just... I'll have a 4, I'll have a 5 to a 2. You know, I think I'll try to evade him just for the heck of it.
Okay.
I'm going to use... I'm going to use Survival Instinct just to use the icon. So I'm at a 3, 4. Now I'm at a 3, 4. 5 with that. And I'll do this for 6. For my scrapper.
Okay.
So I'm at 6 to 3. Okay, I make it. He's evaded. And then for my second action, I'm going to investigate. I'm going to do Duke. So I'm at a 5 to a 2. Could I have the magnifying glass and a base of 4 with Duke? Okay, 0. I get the clue.
Nice.
Alright, and my third action, I am going to play this skill for the heck of it. I'm going to play Dig Deep for 2 resources.
Okay.
I did not fail anything, so I don't have to discard an asset, right?
Yeah.
Let me just double check to make sure if there are no clues. Okay.
Alright.
And it's all you now.
Alright. I'm just gonna investigate.
Alright.
I'll use 2 clues for Streetwise.
Boy, that Streetwise is just awesome. +3.
Yeah.
That is so good. But it's only really good like on Jenny because she gets so many resources, but like for like skids that'd be very difficult. It'd only be more of a pinch than like a regular.
Yeah.
So you're at a 6, right?
Yeah, I'm at 6.
6 to 3.
3. Just gonna in there.
Yep.
-1, I succeed and gain the clue.
Alright.
So there are no clues and no clues.
Well, this is the end.
Yep. The Necronomicon. At last you find the locked case containing the Necronomicon. The tome, over 800 pages in length, is filled with all manner of macabre imagination, formulas, spells, prophecies, and descriptions of creatures from beyond the threshold of space. Without a doubt, it's a dangerous book, but its secrets could be very useful. The investigators must decide. It's too dangerous to keep around. We have to destroy it. Resolution 1. It's too valuable to destroy. We have to keep it safe. Resolution 2. So, should we destroy it or keep it safe?
Well, these people seem to want this thing bad. I think we should wreck it. I mean, Daisy's got her copy, even though it's not sufficient, but
Alright,
I kind of think we should wreck it.
Destroy it? Alright.
Sure, that's what we're going to do.
That's resolution 1.
Okay. Bites us in the butt. Okay. Okay, here we go. As long as this translation of the Necronomicon exists, are we allowed to look at it before we decide?
I don't think so. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as this translation of the Necronomicon exists, there will be sorcerers and other foul agents like Watley seeking it. In the end, you know what must be done to protect humanity from the threats you've seen. You find a trash bin and fill it with books and documents, throwing the Necronomicon on top. It takes several matches to set the contents of the bin alight. The flames fill the room with heat and creeping shadows retreat from its light. You watch the book burn for some time, its pages turning to ash. You can only hope you've made the right decision. In your campaign log, record that the investigators destroyed the Necronomicon.
Alright.
So let me write that down in our campaign log. Investigators. What did I say?
Destroyed the Necronomicon.
Yes. Okay, then each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. Remember, you always count locations in play. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wow. So we got 5. And you've got the Green Man dying, which means your first... What does it do?
When you resign or the game ends, for every 6 offerings on it, there are 6 offerings on it, reduce the experience cost of the next card you purchase before the next scenario by 1.
Okay. So we've got 5 each. I'll put that down. Alright. That was the Miskatonic Museum. We are going to spend our experience points, and we'll try to tell you what they were on the next episode. Thank you for joining us. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Yep,
All right, see ya.